Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the early morning show. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, what about you know? I was on the YouTube earlier, and I did a quick search for two of my favourite words in the English language when they're used together. Did a search for follow through, and I was thinking I might get a comedy sketch, maybe a humorous song, or someone talking about nothing. Follow through apparently means different things in the rest of the world. Yeah. When I say follow through, I'm talking about you do a fart and it follows through and you shit yourself. That's my idea of follow through. And that's what I wanted to investigate on YouTube. You know, having a look at all the YouTube follow throughs. And there was nothing. Well, there's nothing that suited my specifics. There's plenty about following through. But it's like it's a whole different culture, isn't it? You know, it's what they say, two nations divided by a common language. And when I speak it is a common language. Hello, what are you up to? Go on, give me five. Give me five. Yo, you a dog, ain't you? Yeah, taught me dog to high five me. And now it'll just sit there waiting for it. You want a low five? Down low? Yeah, shake a paw. You're my friend, aren't you? Oh, and you big and strong. You'll be careful with this dog. Yes, you're cheeky, aren't you? You're a woofle gruffle. Anyway, so it's a bit fruitless on my follow through search. You know. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I love getting updates. So yeah, what have I been up to recently? Well, I've been watching all but three of Only Fools and Horses. I'm obtaining those three as we speak. I mean, I'm bidding on the eBay. The bay that is here, you've got some bids going in. See if anyone tries to beat me on them. But yeah, I've seen all 7 series and all but 3 of the specials. And one of the specials is the one I want to watch. And I was a bit disappointed that it didn't show up. I found out which one it is. But it's the one where he comes home from the pub one night and he's singing. And his singing triggers a riot. You're like, one voice singing. And everyone's like, shut up, shut up. Yeah. So there's basically 3 I need to get hold of, and that's me. I'll have the lot. I'm going to watch it all again because I wasn't paying much attention. Because I was watching the ones I had, and then I bought a few more. So I've watched them higgledy-piggledy all over the show sort of thing, you know. But I like Only Fools and Horses. So I've just been watching this thing now. And it had your David Jason, your real life Del Boy, the actor what portrays him. Yeah, and he was in a show called Lucky Fella with Nicky Henson out of Psychomania. He plays the leader of the biker gang that commit suicide in order to become immortal, so that they can fucking ride around Shepperton High Street kicking shopping trolleys over and being knobheads. Hey, dog, behave. I don't want a high five. You're jumping all over me going, let's do the high fives. No. Let's do the lie down and relax. 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 Yes, high five. Yes. All right then. God. Teach your dog a trick and it wants it all the time. Yeah, you seem to think I'm a food machine and if you don't get a treat every time you do a high five. Oh, Christ. Oh. Bumpling me. Anyway, I watched this fucking thing. It's called Lucky Fella. David Jason and Nicky Henson, and it was poo. It was rubbish. They couldn't follow through. Follow through. Right, that's enough. That's enough of you. You're begging for food, ain't you? You're a greedy one. Look, there's food in your bowl. There's water in your bowl. right? All your favourite bones are out. Oh God. Anyway, I'm chilling out. Sun's rising. Sun's coming up. I've got a pie in the oven. Chicken and mushroom. Yeah, I'll be eating that on my own, thank you. I don't need any assistance. Am I sure? Yeah, I'm absolutely positive I don't need assistance eating a pie. You're cheeky, you are. Yeah, thank you. High five. Yeah, I think I've had enough high fives. Whoa. Yeah, this show, it reminds me of, I think there's one called Sorry with Ronnie Corbett in it. About this twat who can't get laid and still lives with his mum, and every time he tries to get a romance going, it all becomes physical comedy related. It always starts off with him having breakfast. This horrible witch of a mother will be along in a minute, and she'll give him runny eggs. Yeah, it's a running gag, runny eggs. I mean, this one, he's trying to get the flowers to look nice in a glass of water, and they don't. No, he's just drank some of the water. Oh, he didn't like the taste of that, did he? God, look at that kitchen, eh? Oh, look at that. Milk in proper glass bottles, the way nature intended it to be served. Maybe it was just Nicky Henson in the pilot episode, and now they got another actor to play his womanising brother. Right. She never draws her curtains. She better wait Easter or 4 o'clock. What dozy cat? Oh, honest, you know, you think you and me was married. Sorry, I was only asking. Oh, she's some cultured bird. Come all the way from Hampstead or something. We're just about that new theatre in Woodley. Oh, cultured bird. Yeah, they called them women birds back in the 1970s sitcoms. I'm still calling women birds now, aren't they? You have to be careful they don't overhear you. You know, referring them to as birds. Yeah, I think you can get away with broads and dames still, hopefully. But we live in a funny age. We live in the age. We have never had so many highly qualified, university educated losers as we do now. I've been doing a bit of research on this. You'd be surprised at how crap some people's wages are. It's like paramedics and nurses, right? They need to go to university, right? 5 years, 2 years A-levels, 3 years doing your Mickey Mouse degree, right? 60 grand of debt at least. Not to mention 5 years of not working. That's another 100 grand you flush down the toilet. And they earn less than postmen and council bin men. What is the point of going to university to earn less than a fucking postman? I'm sorry, but for fuck's sake. Oh, yeah, it's interesting. I've been doing a bit of research all over the show. Coppers, they get shit money. Soldiers, that's crap money, considering the risks they take. Getting your knackers blown off on a fucking minefield. Fucking 30 grand a year, you kidding? 25 grand a year. No, they're not kidding. Ridiculous. Anyway. I'm doing all right. Doing evil, of course. I'm still. I dedicate my life to the service of Satan. You know, the true Lord of the world. You know, and looking the way things are going, we might get to see a bit of the old Armageddon soon. You know, the great beast. You know, the apocalypse, all that. Oh, Ragnarok, whatever they call it. Because I'll tell you what, that Putin's a cunt, isn't he? Oh, fucking Vlad the cat. Oh, you're right, wanker. I loved it. I loved it recently when the Ukrainians, they sneaked a bunch of little drones in there and they fucked up half of his fucking bomber fleet. 4 different fucking airports, whatever they call them, military air bases, all over the show in Russia. You know, deep penetration. They got in there, sneaky, and suddenly sent the drones in, blew the shit out of his fucking planes, and by the time they'd fucking clocked something was happening, the operation was finished. Apparently they used Russian mobile phone signal carriers to fucking to do it. You know, I haven't looked at what Trump's done in the last 24 hours. Oh God, the news has become the Donald Trump show. What the fuck has the idiot done today? Well, I've been ignoring it. I've been been going what I call offline. I just turn the DVD player on and watch the complete fucking run of Only Fools and Horses, which means I'm missing out on all the fucking alerts and the news. I mean, yeah, I can still pick the dog and bone up and have a quick look at stuff, but you know, it's good to avoid the news. You know, I like it. Go on, high five. Go. You the dog. You're my buddy. Yeah, that's American, that high five. Go on. Come on, you're an English dog. No, dog's not doing it now. You've worked out. I'm not feeding you every time you get it. No, you get a snuggle, you get a neck rub. Oh, you got big, strong neck. Ain't you got big and strong? Yeah, you're cheeky. You are. You're big and strong. Anyway, I've got pie in the oven.
As I was picking them, these 2 old ladies come up to the grave where I was, and that's why I was only 3.
The tree's lovely now, dear. It's very thoughtful of you. So nice and short, too.
3 is a lovely number. Yeah. Well, all good things come in 3s. You know. What comes in 3s? Do you know? 3s. Do you understand 3? What comes in 3s? Well, Star Wars films. First 3 were brilliant. The next 3 weren't so good, and the last 3, fucking hell, they were terrible. It was fucking cinematic dog shit. That was. That was rubbish. They relegated all the original characters. Your Han Solo, he got stabbed up. Your fucking Luke Skywalker, he's a grumpy cunt living on a fucking island. Did fuck all in the first film apart from appear at the end. Let's say about Carrie Fisher, the old Princess Leia, the better, you know. What a load of old dog shit. What else comes in 3s? Well, Christian deities, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, or the Holy Spirit. I mean, what's the difference between a ghost and a spirit? You can't get pissed out your head on a bottle of Ghost. Yeah, what else comes in 3s? 3s. I don't know. I can't bother thinking of what comes in 3s, but it's completely irrelevant. I've forgotten what I was talking about. Anyway, this show's rubbish. It might have David Jason in it, but that doesn't mean it's going to be comedy fucking gold. They've changed the cast of. I watched the pilot and I was like, that's pretty bad. Now I'm not watching the actual show. It's even worse. Oh, that was dog shit, that was. Fuck me. Fucking hell, load of fucking. Oh, Christ. They're taking the piss out of JD Vance by fucking photoshopping his hair off. Why you definitely should not share this JD Vance meme. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Secrets of Shad Thames. Yeah, I like a bit of that. It's got a picture of Ollie Reed on it. Yeah, lovely. Rob's London, apparently. Yeah, I've been watching a few of his videos about pubs, Dirty Dicks and all that lot. The thing is, Dirty Dicks, because of, current health and safety, it's no longer as dirty as it was once upon a time. Dirty Dicks, you got what you paid for. It was a filthy pub. There was this old cunt who some shit happened to him, so he stopped cleaning his house and it was full of crap. like evil crap, like dead cats. And yeah, they transported all this shit to this pub. Going, come with this pub. It's the dirtiest pub in the world, right? The filthiest, dirtiest, most disgusting, depraved pub. And it lived up to the hype. You know, you go in there, you're drinking your beer, you look up at the ceiling, there's a dead cat. Yeah, cats, dead cat. What are you sulking for? Didn't have any dead dogs in there. I could understand you looking depressed if that was the case, but no, dead cats. Yeah, dirty dicks. Yeah, you can Google it up if you want to see it. Read about the dirtiest pub in the world.
Tucked away beside the southeastern foot of Tower Bridge, Shad Thames is
Right, hey. Oh, hear that?
and the point just beneath Tower Bridge Road. So distinctive is Shad Thames, in fact, with its old towering warehouses and walkways which crisscross overhead, that its name has come to define the surrounding area as a whole, encompassing a block which includes other addresses such as Curlew Street, Squire Street, and Gainsford Street.
Oh, Gainsford Street, yeah.
Given its distinctive character, it's no surprise that Shad Thames has featured in numerous film and TV shows over the years, and in this video, as I guide you through the area's rich history, I'll be including a number of clips from the appearances which highlight just how dramatically this area has changed.
Oh, Doctor Who. Doctor Who did a poo on the lavatory. He flushed too hard, the daft bastard, and snapped the chain in three. There you go, that's what comes in threes. The toilet lavatory chain, when you snap it, it snaps in three.
The area was known as Horsley Down, which is
Horsley
believed to
Down?
be derived from the 12th century term horsey dip, meaning hill by the horse. This name was pretty much literal, as horses rarely pastured here, the peaceful marshy ground beside the river, providing them with lush grass to chew on. The former Horsley Down field is clearly shown on the Ralph Agas map, which dates from 1591. Cattle grazed here too, and a popular fair was regularly held, which is why there's a road called Fair Street close to Shad Thames. This name is in fact shortened. The road used to be called Horsley Down Fair Street, and it was here in 1644 that Thomas Guy, the founder of nearby Guy's Hospital, was born.
Thomas Guy. He was quite a guy. Nice guy.
Yeah. Horsley Down was owned by Bermondsey Abbey.
Oh, Bermondsey Abbey, that's lovely.
Was located just south.
Oh, I love an abbey. I'm not really into the religion of the monks. It's when they brew their own wine that it's good. Although they ought to be brewing their own beer as well. Yeah, like a bit of holy beer. You know.
Also owned property on Horsley Down, namely a manor house and a brewery.
Oh, manor house and a brewery. Now you're talking, that's perfection, isn't it? Oh, big house with a brewery next to it. What could be better? Oh, girls' school. Yeah, over 18 girls, of course, obviously, but be careful. I've gone.
The last incarnation of the Anchor Brewery, which still dominates the northwestern end of Shad Thames, dates from the late 1890s, and as with almost every other former industrial site in the area, it's since been converted into shops, restaurants, and apartments.
Oh, shops, restaurants, and apartments.
John Courage's very first company, The Anchor Tavern, is thankfully still in business, albeit under a different owner. The tavern, as it stands today, dates from the mid-19th century and can be found on Horsley Down Lane.
Horsley Down Lane. Anyway, I'm going to have a pie. I'm going to have it on a couple of bits of bread, a pie sandwich. I'm sure that's the appropriate way to eat it. Anyway, I've had enough. Had enough of you lot. Had enough of doing live streams. But I'll still return every once in a while, you know. Just to remind you that I'm still alive and kicking. And yeah, we are taking donations. Donations for the dog. Just 50 quid, we'll buy it a deluxe bone. 100 quid, we'll buy it a fancy collar. It costs 30 quid, 70 quid admin fee for me to buy it. You know, it's a terrible situation. But if you donate 500 quid, I guarantee at least 75 will go to the dog. And the rest will go to the local off license. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, don't hate, donate. Right, I'm off to get my pie out the oven. Right. I'll get back to you, actually. I'll get back to you. Yeah, back in 5 minutes. Right, I nipped down on my pie. Oh, I'm tired.
It's about connecting to something bigger than yourself. And face it together as a family.
When Henry VIII dissolved Bermondsey Abbey in 1537, the land at Salisbury Down was seized and went on to pass through a number of private hands. The Horsley Down Lane lives on to some extent, though, in Horsley Down Lane, as we've just seen, and also at Horsley Down Old Stairs. As their name suggests, Horsley Down Old Stairs are very old indeed, many centuries old in fact, and they're one of the oldest surviving examples of such steps which provide access to the Thames. If you're in the area and plan to see them, please do be careful, as the Thames tide is not to be messed with. In the early 1700s, the church, St. John of Thames, was built just southwest of Portugal, between what's now Fair Street and Druid Street. Designed by Nicholas Hawksbury, this church was once described as having been still at one of its time.
Pie sandwich. Come on, this pie. It's my pie. Right. Back again now. That's that. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, back again. We don't need that. Here we go. We'll get you. There you go. That's better than it. Now, as I'm very keen on telling you, poo-poo in potty, not in pants. Don't be a dirty monkey, and always wipe your bottom properly. Nobody likes a dirty ring piece. You know, a clagged up, crusty poop hole it's no fun for anyone, especially your lover who wants you to keep it clean. No. Poop hole's supposed to be pink. You know, they call it brown eye, but that's only when you don't wipe it properly. We all know who we're referring to here. We know who the dirty bottom people are. Oh, that's crusty. Apparently, if you go for a shit in a Japanese park, it's got an hose pipe built into it, right? And it sprays your arsehole properly clean and then dries it off. Yeah. Well, I don't trust it. I wouldn't want to.
From the 16th century onwards, Horsley Down, and then fortifies a very small buildings, which
Right, dog's too close for comfort.
This reached its zenith in the 19th century.
Looking at me like it's starving. You got food in your bowl.
The largest such complex, the largest in all of London, in fact, was Butler's Wharf, which opened in 1873. Covering some 25 acres and named after a former merchant who used to rent space here, the mighty Butler's Wharf would have once been packed with clothes, grain, spice, coffee, tea, and much more. Indeed, due to the amount stored here, it's believed that this building was once the largest tea warehouse in the world. The names of such goods, the pleasing smells of which would have once wafted through the streets, and the lead shutters to be nicknamed London's Larder, are now recalled in the names of various buildings dotted around the area. Such cargoes were stashed in barrels, which dock workers transferred between buildings by rolling them across the overhead web of crisscrossed bridges. Can you imagine how noisy?
Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I'm eating while I'm streaming.
Rumbling overhead, loggers shouting across to each other, and the tall warehouse doors, known as loopholes, hanging back and forth. The sound of horses clopping along the cobble would have been common too, especially around the Cabbage Brewery, where you would have seen many dray horses pulling large vans laden with beer kegs.
Oh yeah, beer kegs.
Today, those dray horses are commemorated by a statue on Queen Elizabeth Street, which stands in the middle of a 1980 development known as The Circle. This great fellow was sculpted by the artist Shirley Pace and airlifted into this position by helicopter in October 1987. The horse has an official name. He's called Jacob, a title which was no doubt inspired by an area once located just east of Shattertowns, a place known as Jacob's Island.
Jacob's Island. I like Jacob's cream crackers.
Occupying an area now roughly bordered by Mill Street, Wolsey Street, George Road, and Bermondsey West, Jacob's Island, like Horsley Down, was sited upon land once owned by Bermondsey Abbey. St Saviour's Dock, which runs between Chattertowns and the old Jacob's Island, is a name which references that history, as the Church of St Saviour, now known as Suffolk Cathedral, was associated with the Abbey. It's also at St Saviour's Dock that the subterranean river, known as the Neckinger, enters the Thames. The name Neckinger has a rather gruesome origin. It derives from the term devil's necktie, which in turn is a reference to the hangman's noose. For this used to be a spot where pirates and river thieves, tempted by the rich bounties, smashed amongst the many warehouses, were executed once caught.
Oh dear.
Initially, Jacob's Island was a fairly prosperous area known for boat building. By the late 18th century, however, its fortunes had slipped, gradually transforming it into one of London's most dreadful slums.
Oh no, not a dreadful slum.
Poverty, horrendous sanitation, and clouds of toxic fumes, which belched out of the local lead mill. So appalling were conditions on Jacob's Island that in the 19th century it came to be nicknamed the capital of trade to Relapse disease, which flourished here.
Well, at least something's flourishing. Bit of cholera.
Was made
Yeah, good for you.
Dickens.
Mm.
Rich was here in his 1838 masterpiece, Oliver Twist. That's the most dangerous character he ever created. The violent and truly terrifying criminal, Bill Sikes, beats a nasty end.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
This scene occurs in chapter 50 of the novel, which begins with Dickens describing the area. In Jacob's Island, the warehouses are roofless and empty. The walls are crumbling down. The windows are windows no more. The doors are falling into the streets. The houses have no owners. They are broken open and entered upon by those who have the courage. And there they live. And there they die.
Mm.
After the brutal murder of Nancy, it is to Jacob's Island that Bill Sikes flees, closely pursued by an enraged mob who are famed for its blood.
Oh, yeah, those enraged mobs. Always baying for blood. It's an enraged mob. Yeah, sort of, yeah. Oh, StreamYard Duck's popped in. What's he got to say? Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Tap on a comment and show it on screen. Oh, thank you, Ducky. I can always depend on that Ducky. He's always watching, always comments, always the same bloody comment, though, isn't it? Yeah. Not very imaginative, the Duck. Mallard. Pan about. Oh, very hot and all. Wonderful, though. The dog's looking at me for lawn like it hasn't been fed for a month. Going, oh, oh, what are you looking so miserable for? You're doing fine, you are. 2 walks yesterday. Yeah. Can't do that on hot summer's day. We're very careful with dogs in summer.
Although haunted by the evil deed he's committed, he appears to have disturbing visions of Nancy's body. Panicked, he stumbles over a parapet, causing the rope he's clinging onto to shoot up and choke him like a noose. He fell for 530 feet, says Dickens. There was a sudden jerk, a terrific convulsion of the limbs, and there he hung. Sadly, in the novel, Bill Sikes' faithful dog, Bullseye, also meets a grisly end on Jacob's Island. After letting out a distant howl, he attempts to depart for his master and plunges to the below.
Bullseye.
In the slightly more cheerful musical version of 1968's Oliver, Bullseye doesn't die. And in that film, the then derelict New Concordia Wharf on Mill Street was used as a set for Baby's Den. He'd been pushed on a gang of pickpockets as New Concordia has since been renovated and transformed into accommodation. The apartments here now are going for several £1 million each.
The wheels.
In the late 20th century, as London shipping began to switch to larger container vessels handled by the Essex port of Tilbury, the old warehouses around shipping were out of use, with the last one finally closing for good in 1972. The area had descended into a grubby space. There was some positivity though, as a number of artists, including Terence Conran, Derek Jarman, and Faith Hawkins, saw potential in using the old warehouses as accommodation and studio space. This encouraged other creatives to move in too. A community of 150 artists were living and working in Shad Thames. It's following a large fire, saying